everybody, welcome back to the kitchen, and today I'm going to show you two really easy ways to use a sweet potato. So where I live, because it's another country, these are called American sweet potatoes, but you all know them just as sweet potatoes. And the best thing about sweet potatoes is they often get a bad rap, but they are extremely healthy for you. It's what we put on sweet potatoes and even regular potatoes that make them unhealthy. So we're going to use a sweet potato as both a side dish today and as a lunch or a snack. So I'm going to show you the side dish first because I get a lot of requests on actually how to make sweet potato fries. And I'll tell you how we make them in our house. We make them as wedges, okay? So we make them a little thicker sweet potato wedges. The best thing to do is to just give your sweet potato a really good wash, scrub the skin. You can, like a regular potato, just eat the skin as well, okay? So give it a good wash, cut both ends off, and then lay it flat to cut your wedges. Okay, then I usually cut down the middle. Okay, watch your fingers, and then one on each side, just on a slight angle, and that's gonna give you the wedge. Okay, you can make these as big as small as you want. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. Okay, those ones are a little big, so I'm going to cut them in half. Okay, now we use these as a side dish for pretty much any protein. They're great with roasted chicken. They're really good with burgers, and we don't use the bun on the burgers, so a really good open-faced burger full of vegetables and these on the side is a really healthy and hearty meal. Okay, so let's cut the rest of this up. Now we're going to cook these in the oven, and we're going to use really simple ingredients to make them taste phenomenal. Okay, so here's the ingredients. Just get a big bowl. You need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Throw it in the bowl. Okay. Now this mix is a little spicy, so you can gauge the spiciness by how much you like heat. The base is 2 teaspoons of hot sauce. Okay. And then we're going to use 1 teaspoon of each of these. 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of thyme, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. Okay, so they just all go in. Super easy. Give it a little stir, and then all you do are throw your wedges in. Okay? Now you want to give them a mix and really get them coated with this mixture. Okay? Now you're going to want to preheat your oven to 450 degrees because they are quite thick sweet potatoes and they do take some time to cook. Okay, so 450, and then over here I just have a lined baking sheet. You're just going to put them on the baking sheet. Okay, spread them out, and then any leftover sauce you have here in the bottom, you're just going to pour over the top. Okay? Just drizzle over the top. You're going to get all that goodness in there. All right? And it's really that easy. You're going to put them, like I said, 450. You're going to cook them on one side for 15 minutes, and then you're going to flip them over and cook them again for another 15 minutes. All right? So we're just going to set that aside. The next dish I actually saw on Pinterest, and I thought, that just looks too good to be true, and I actually didn't believe it worked until I tried it myself. So again, we're going to use a sweet potato. Excuse me. We're going to cut, like we did before, the top and the bottom off, stand it up, and we're going to slice it in thin slices, okay? This is called sweet potato toast, and you actually put this in your toaster. Now you got to turn your toaster up high and turn it over each side a couple of times to cook it straight through. The alternative to that is you can brush it with a little bit of olive oil and just stick it under your high broil in the oven, but just careful it doesn't burn. Okay, so once you cook a couple of pieces of the sweet potato toast, then the options are endless. You can literally top it with anything. I've got this one topped with some plain avocado slices. This one is topped with tuna salad, and we have even used peanut butter and bananas on the sweet potato toast. Because the sweet potato, like its name, is a little bit sweet, it is such a nice flavor, and I was totally blown away when we made this ourselves. So there's 2 really good examples of how to use a sweet potato. Oh, and I wanted to mention that mixture we used for the sweet potato, you can also roll regular little roasted potatoes in as well. Throw them in the oven, same thing, 450. It's an awesome coating for these as well. So I hope you enjoy, and I can't wait to hear what you think.